Hey, it's Rocky Maxwell, the mental model, and I just got a self-tape media request from one of my modeling agencies in LA that's due tomorrow at 10 p.m. and I can't do it tomorrow because I have a separate booking tomorrow that I'll be at all day. So I have to film it now and submit it. So I'm gonna do my makeup really fast and I guess explain to you what a self-tape is. I have my microphone on because I'm still binging The Real Housewives of OC, so that's on in the background. So I have this on so you can't hear it. But basically, a media request for a self tape is like, so I have, how many agencies do I have? I have an agency, my mother agent in Toronto, I have an agency in New York, agency in LA, agency in Chicago, and an agency in Cape Town. I don't submit for jobs in Cape Town unless I'm placed in South Africa, but I'm not in South Africa right now. Last time I was there, it was in 2019. So basically, between my U.S. agencies, Chicago, LA, New York, I check my email daily, and who knows when a media request for a self tape will pop up. So basically, what that is we either fit the specs for a job that a client is looking for, or our client just wants us, or our agent wants us to submit to a job that we may fit the specs for. And so we get a little breakdown of what we have to submit, who the client is, when the shoot is, and what the rate is. So for today, I got a self-tape request for a particular well-known like dating and friend app that you can swipe and find connections on. And this is for my agency in LA. So basically, they're looking for people like 20 to 27, fun, stylish. Um, and we send in our self tape and then we find out if we get the job or not. And for this one, they're just asking for a slate, which a slate is like our name, height, and location. Um, they might ask like name, height, location, agency. They might ask like name, height, location, agency, and then hands, or name, height, location, agency, hands, and then full body shot. So the slate is just basically for them to see what we look like, and just get a little bit of our personality. So for this one, they want our name, height, if we're available for the shoot date, and then they want our hands, and then a profile. That's it. And then sometimes that's it. But usually, especially when it's like commercials, they'll ask for a slate and then there'll be like an action or something that you have to do. So, for example, when I've had castings in the past for like Coca-Cola, where's my, oh, here it is. They'll ask for us to like take a drink of Coca-Cola and pretend we're like hanging out with friends and laughing at a party. Or like I've had a casting for a chip company for a commercial for that, and it'll be like take a bite, pretend you're taking a bite out of a chip and like laugh with your friends. Or maybe it'll be like pretend you're sitting on a couch talking with your family and watching TV, or pretend you're eating dinner, blah blah blah. So it just depends on what the commercial is for, who the client is, and what it is they're looking for. So for this one, they just want they wanted to see our personality. So they just told us to, after our slate, answer some questions of like a little bit about us, what we like to do with our friends, and that's it. So these ones are cool because it's really fast. The thing that can suck about self tapes is, well, there's pros and cons. Pro, we can do it like anywhere. We don't have to go in anymore because pre-COVID, mind you, all of this was in person. So I do not remember before 2020 ever submitting self tapes. Maybe very rarely. But usually, like, because before COVID and during COVID, I lived in New York City. Now I'm in Chicago. So I still go back and forth, but I moved my base to Chicago. But when I was in New York, like, I would get a casting from my agent, and it would be like, you go to, like, for this type of casting, for example, we will go to a studio, do exactly what we're doing in a self tape, but we just do it in person. Hi, I'm Rocky. And they'd be like, okay. And then they'd look at us, tell us to turn side to side, whatever. And then they would ask us some questions while they film it, and that was it. But then COVID, obviously, everything turned virtual. So we started doing it on our own because we couldn't go in person. But then after COVID, clients and casting directors and people were kind of like, wait, let's just like keep it this way because we don't gotta worry about shit. We don't gotta waste our time like coming into a space or a studio or renting that. Like we can just literally have the models and actors send it to us. Con of that can be since COVID though, and since self tapes became a thing, child, I have become like lighting, producer, director, like I had to learn all this, get a setup for self tapes, get a light, ring light, like all this stuff. Edit the casting, and some of these castings be asking for a lot. So it'd be like pretend you're in a bathtub, like taking a bath, but like have the water and then like take it. Like some of them be intense like directions, and it's like, bro, I gotta do all this at home. So that, and then also too, you never know what you're doing. Like for example, I was just chill. I had a day off today, so I was just chilling on my couch watching TV, and then I got this email like, "Hey, you need to send this in." So now I gotta get dressed and do that. But also, pro is now I don't have to be anywhere because like this is for my agency in LA, for example. So if this casting was in person, I wouldn't be able to make it because I'm in Chicago, so I would miss it. So it is the benefit of that of like we can literally just be anywhere at all times because we can literally just do everything on the phone and send it in. So, there's pros and cons. I don't remember the last time I've had an in-person casting since COVID. So, it is what it is. I do need to get since I have been more on my acting bag, as you guys know, you've been on my acting class journey with me. Yes, yes, yes. I do need to get like a better backdrop because when I was just like as mainly modeling, it's always just really been fine to I just keep a white wall. I keep a plain white wall, so I can do my castings on that. But it is recommended to get like a blue backdrop. All my actor friends, like when they submit for jobs and do their self tapes, they have like backdrops that they bought from Amazon. And when I was in my acting class, we used a blue backdrop, and he said that is very most common. Like for actors when they submit and send their stuff in, it is that. And so now that I have been doing more commercial work and castings, I do need to just hurry up and buy that on Amazon. Are my wings even? You guys, being a girl is always having one wing perfect and the other one like not. I feel like my perfect one is always this one, and then this one is like not. Okay. Here we go. So I'm not doing anything too crazy. I'm just doing my regular, like, everyday makeup. It's more chill. I think the commercial is like, you're with your group of friends, hanging out, having fun. So that's all I'm going to do. Let's see. What else will I add? It's so funny because there was a point in time where I'm like, because y'all, I'm my own body. I am a natural introvert. I be in the house chilling. And I feel like, too, especially because my job as a model is like so social, like going on sets and literally every job I'm meeting somebody new, whether it's like the client, the makeup artist, the hair, like photographer. I'm just always usually around people. So when I don't have to work, baby, best believe I'll be in this house with my cats, watching something, binging something on TV and eating food. So I be in here not dressed. So I usually have to get dressed more for self tapes and castings than I do for my real life. So at least it makes me have to get dressed because now, since I have to film this and I am dressed, I'm gonna go take my walk. Y'all, that's why I love the fall. My steps. I be getting all the steps in because in the summer it's so fucking hot, y'all. I can't do it. I don't like summer. I'm sorry. I'm a fall and winter baby. I love it. Maybe it's because my birthday is Christmas Eve. I don't know. But I hate the summer. So in the fall, I'll be getting so many steps in because I'll just be walking, 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 listen to podcasts, just chilling in my own little world and bubble. I'm excited to be able to do that again. Because in the summertime, I be in the house. Too hot for me. I also have hyperhidrosis, y'all. It's a condition where I overheat and sweat for no reason, just being alive, sweating. So people with hyperhidrosis in summer do not get along, I tell you. All right, that's all I'm gonna do, pretty much. Nothing crazy. Put my earrings in, then I'm gonna change. Figure out what I'm gonna wear. Something on. Put these in. And purr. I'm ready for my close up. You ready? Okay, bet. Well, thanks for watching me get ready for my self tape. I'm gonna film this, submit it, and fingers crossed. We never know what's gonna happen. I just give it to God. And here's a clip of my self tape for reference. So that's it. Off to submit. Thanks for watching.